Good morning, students. Today I'll discuss the class 4 science topic green plants, the food producers. It is an important topic to us and for your point of exam view also. So we discuss about the topic and also question answer. So first point we discuss all the living things that's mean who live in our environment, in our world. All the living things need food. Food is needed for living things. That's mean animal, humans, like living things to live and grow up. To live and grow up. So food is necessary for us, for humans, and also animals, and also for living things, for living particle. Yes. And next point, among the living things, only green plants. Among the living things, only green plants have the ability to prepare their food. So, in between, all the living things, for green plants, only to ability to make their food or prepare the food. Okay, so this is due to presence of green color pigment chlorophyll. Green color pigment is chlorophyll. So in your exam, if you ask the chlorophyll color of the chlorophyll is, then you can mark as a green color. Yes. Now we move to the next slide. Okay. Now structure and function of a leaf. So at first we write a we draw a picture of a leaf. Okay. There is some point will be on there on the screen. So this part is the tip of the leaf and it is the midrib. It is the portion of the midrib. Okay. And this is the vein and last part of the leaf is petiole and stomata will be there of the back side of the leaf position and their small part and stomata work as a exchange of gas. That's mean stomata will exchange of gas, work function as a exchange of gas and it will take the carbon dioxide as a breath part, take the carbon dioxide and release oxygen through the stomata. So petiole, what is petiole? Leaf stalk. It is a leaf stalk. It is called also leaf stalk. And lamina, leaf blade. Lamina is leaf blade. It is the wide part of the leaf. Okay, and it is consist of a main vein and called midrib. It is constant in the lamina position of the lamina. Midrib also present on vein also present in the lamina portion. Okay, stomata is what is stomata is a teeny opening present on the lower side of a leaf. So teeny opening and there will be the gas exchange will be on happen on this through the stomata and carbon dioxide take up and oxygen will be released out in the stomata. Okay, now move to the next slide. So spinach and cabbage, there is an example of leaves containing food. So food stored in their leaf is the example of spinach and cabbage. And leaf is a food factory. Leaf is called is a food factory of a plant. It's important to our exam point of exam view. Who is the food factory of the plant? Leaf is the food factory of the plant. Okay, now important point to us, to all of us, the photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis, the process by which the green plants prepare their food by utilizing the sunlight and water and carbon dioxide from the air. Okay, so three things needed for photosynthesis: the sunlight, carbon dioxide and water from the soil, and chlorophyll also required for doing the photosynthesis smoothly. Okay, so H2, CO2 and sunlight in the presence of chlorophyll thus given out the oxygen, and also oxygen is given out when the photosynthesis is going on. But photosynthesis is going on the daytime, but night time photosynthesis is not happen. On that time the tree or plant also take the oxygen, not carbon dioxide on that time. Okay, now next slide. So what is starch? Starch, a type of carbohydrate present in the different food items, but different type of foods. So potato, like potato and flour. In our lab, we can did the practical, and the potato containing starch. If you know about this, so now the example is mango. Mango I treat as a fruit. Okay, spinach it is treated as a leaves, and potato is treated as a stem. Okay, next, cactus. Cactus plant does not have the leaves, so cactus plant doesn't have leaves. So cactus is did the photosynthesis, yes or no? Yes, because of the green stem will be there, the green stem will be there, that's why cactus will done the photosynthesis. Okay, now croton is a leaves color, green or yellow. Croton leaves is green and yellow color leaves. So it is also done the photosynthesis. And money plant is the variegated leaves will be there. Only green part of the portion they can done the photosynthesis. Okay. Next slide. Mushroom and molds in these two plants, mushroom and molds do not contain the chlorophyll. That's why mushroom and molds cannot did the photosynthesis, because of there is no chlorophyll. So for photosynthesis, chlorophyll is required to complete it. So that's why green plants, but green pigments are not there. That's why the lack of the ability to perform the photosynthesis, and mushroom and molds cannot perform the photosynthesis also. Okay, so flow of energy. Next point, the flow of energy in the living things. Flow of energy flowing. So at first sunlight have some energy, and sunlight energy will converted in the green plants. We take the green plants as a food. Not we are also animals and humans both are taken as a food, and we can take some energy from this and take oxygen and also food. After that we can release the CO2 or carbon dioxide gas. It will be take the green plants for they are making the food for photosynthesis process. Okay, it is the flow of energy in living things. Yes, next slide. Interdependence of plants and animals, human beings. We are interdependent to each other. Animals, human, and also plants. So plants and animals and human beings depend to each other. Okay, depend to each other. Plants gives us oxygen. We take the oxygen for breathing system, and we are also release the CO2. It is also required for plants for making their food for photosynthesis process. So animal also help in the growth of the new plant also. Okay, some of the animals like the birds, they are also they are doing seed dispersal. Okay, next slide. Seeds, peas and beans. Seeds, the example of seeds, peas and beans. Flowers, example of flowers, broccoli and cauliflower. It is an example of flowers like food. Next slide. Now some question answer of this topic, important question answer, point of exam view. Okay, fill in the blanks. First question, traps sunlight. Who traps sunlight? So answer will be the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll will be the answer. Chlorophyll traps the sunlight. Okay, and this sunlight gives some energy, and for preparing food it is help us. And next question, which part of the plant prepare food? Which part of the plant prepare food? Now leaves. কোথায় তৈরি হয়? Leaves. Okay, leaves make the food for plant. That's why leaves is called of food factory of the plant. Only roots of a plant make food. It is true or false? Definitely it is false, because of not only roots but leaves is present. Leaves are making the plant food. Okay, money plant has variegated leaves. It is true or false? Definitely true. Money plant has variegated leaves. That's why it is true. Okay, for photosynthesis required mainly three things: the water from the soils, and carbon dioxide gas from humans or animals, and sunlight is required for photosynthesis. These three things will be needed to complete the photosynthesis process. Okay, next slide. Thank you, and please like and share and comment also. Okay.